Cheers.
In this video, I will answer this question on the r/Cyprus subreddit.
I am looking for places in Nicosia that cook rather proletarian, meaning simple and healthy and not that expensive food. Would you guys have any tips or recommendations?
Well, OP, one of the best and most affordable ways you can enjoy traditional layperson Cypriot food are, of course, Maeirka. What are they? Maeirka come from the verb Maeirko, which means to cook, and in the literal sense, it means cooking places. The Maeirka we are talking about in this video, however, are informal eateries, usually open around lunch, serving people who want an affordable home-cooked meal as opposed to fast food or an expensive option. Maeirka serve a few homey or grandma vibe dishes made earlier during the day. And to further invoke this association, Maeirka are named after the cook/owner of each place, and this gives Maeirka a friendly neighbor/aunt or uncle vibe. Foods they serve might vary from day to day, so you might find an entirely different menu on a Thursday than from a Monday. Despite the fact that some Maeirka offer grilled meats or fish and they prepare this fresh on demand, they are still way more informal than tavernas. And more often than not, they are cheaper than tavernas too. Enough of my yapping already. Let's talk about the two Maeirka I ate at in preparation for this video. See the sacrifices I do for this channel. The first Maeirko I ate at was το εστιατόριο της Haras on Cyprus Street. Me, my brother and my parents arrived quite late for Maeirka standards and there weren't enough dishes to get. So therefore we ordered the last 3 chicken patties and 1 afelia. This is how informal they look from the inside. They even have benches. It's such a chill vibe, isn't it? Just look at these patties, the wonderful salad, the afelia. My mouth is drooling as I'm editing. Because we never been there before, we ordered a large choriander village salad, but only to find out that Mrs. Hara always includes a side salad with the meat dishes. But that was a pleasant surprise. Let's talk about the chicken patties. They were so herby, so juicy, and perfectly seasoned. And they went extremely well with some yogurt and the bulgur wheat and the fat-soaked potatoes. It was a match made in heaven. I even stole some afelia from my dad's plate. Calm your horses though. I gave him half a patty in exchange. The Evulas clan is very honorable that way. Sharing is caring, right? And if you are wondering what are afelia, they are chunks of pork cooked in wine sauce and coriander seeds, and they are just one of my favorite Cypriot foods. Mrs. Hara really knocked it out of the park with her version. They were melt in your mouth tender, savory, and they had the perfect ratio of acidity to sweetness. I would recommend them with my eyes closed. I lost the receipt, but 4 meals, a couple of yogurts, 1 choriander, 3 soft drinks, and 1 bottle of water was somewhere in the region of 50 euros. This is almost unheard of, especially in the city center of Nicosia. The second Maeirko I ate at last month was Mrs. Evulas. It's located in an alley between Lydras and Orasagoru streets within the Venetian walls. Isn't it cozy? This time I just went there with my brother and we ordered 1 portion of fasoulia giaxni, which are like Cypriot/Greek baked beans. My brother ordered a kotopoulo lemonato, which is lemon-infused roasted chicken with orzo, and I couldn't resist and I ordered the pot roast made with pork, gravy, rice, and carrots. And this time I didn't forget that I am a food tuber and I actually filmed myself enjoying these dishes. Here you go. I got the roast pork with the gravy. Ooh, it's so tender. Let me dip it in the gravy. Look at it. Not bad. It's more like a pot roast situation instead of an oven roast, but still it's delightful. I've never had rice with gravy though. I am a bit skeptical, but cheers. Okay, maybe skip the rice. Maybe ask for some potatoes or something. This roast pork definitely didn't taste as good as the Sunday roast I used to have in the UK, but it kinda scratched the itch, so I can't complain too much. If you do find yourself at a Maeirko, maybe try something more Cypriot than pot roast. Something like fasoulia giaxni. Cheers. They are... I'm lost for words. They are delightful. Usually, I am not a very big fan of osprey, of what we call beans and legumes in Greek, but I really enjoyed Evulas version. What is even more remarkable is that not only I ate them, I enjoyed them, despite the fact that they had celery, which I am convinced is the devil's weed. Anyway, like, who in their right mind eats celery? And some weirdos even eat it raw. Ugh! Absolutely disgusting. But you do you. I digress. The fasoulia giaxni were so comforting, so mouth-watering, and so nostalgic. They teleported me straight back to my childhood, coming home after school, finding a big bowl of fasoulia giaxni served with some canned fish. And by the way, in Cyprus, most households serve osprey, and especially beans, on Monday. So you get to experience Cypriot culture. You have to try osprey if you find yourself at a Maeirko, because prior to the 20th century, most Cypriots sustained themselves with beans and legumes. So if you are in Cyprus, eat at a Maeirko and try some beans. You're gonna love them. By the way, το Maeirko της Evulas was even cheaper than Haras, because for one portion of beans, one portion of chicken, one pot roast, one choriatiki, one tzatziki, and a big bottle of water, we paid 30 euros. So you have budget options if you are in the old town of Nicosia. Since there are a lot of people asking this question on Reddit, no, you are not expected to leave a tip in Cyprus, but if you enjoyed the food and the service, you will make the day of a waiter if you leave a couple of euros. But that's up to you. Foodies, what do you think? Would you ever eat at a Maeirko? Have you already eaten at one? Please let me know down in the comments. Don't subscribe, and definitely, for the love of everything that is holy, don't watch this video on what desserts you can have in the old town of Nicosia. Until the next time, bye!